Yeah, but I mean, it's Dasia. Well, I mean, how do you pronounce your name?
Deja.
All right, I'm going to go with Deja, but I'm telling you all right now, I'm pronouncing it that way because that's how she says pronounce.
Welcome to today's gripping courtroom drama. We're diving into a case that's filled with twists, tension, and high stakes. The defendant, Deja Garcia, faces the consequences of violating her probation, a probation that was supposed to keep her on the straight path. But did she? From tampering with drug patches to failing to meet the demands of drug court, the courtroom is on fire today. How did she get here, and what will be her fate? Stick with us, because this case is about to take a dramatic turn.
Yes, thank you. A hyphen or either apostrophe. So it's Deja.
Deja.
You know what somebody told me Forrest is? How they spell Forrest? 4 F's, because it's Forrest, 4 F's. All right, I'm sorry. So Deja Garcia. All right. Are y'all ready to proceed?
Judge, do you have the court summary in that file?
Let me see what I have here.
As the case begins, we're introduced to Deja Garcia, a woman already walking a tightrope after being placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 for a serious offense. The court begins by addressing her violation of probation, and the air is thick with anticipation. What's her defense? Will she make it out of this jam, or is this the end of the line?
Going for the state.
Teresa Max Vasquez for the defense, Judge.
And are you Deja Garcia?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Garcia, did you review the motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Deja Rosette
Yes.
Garcia, who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 2514 for the offense of attempting to take a weapon from an officer on May 26, 2022 for a period of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes.
All right, state.
Violation of condition number 41 on or about the 17th day of April 2025 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Deja Rosette Garcia, did then and there fail to comply with the rules and regulations of the felony drug court by tampering with drug patch in violation of condition number 41.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Not true.
Deja stands firm, pleading not true to the violation she's accused of, tampering with a drug patch. But wait, this is just the beginning of the drama. In a surprising move, the defense is withdrawing that charge and moving forward with a different violation, consuming alcohol, which she admits to. This is a pivotal moment in the case. What does this mean for Deja's future? Is the truth on her side?
Violation of condition number 41 and proceed on violation of condition number 2 on or about the 31st day of March 2025 in Bexar County, Texas.
Now the courtroom starts to reveal the stakes, up to 2 years in state jail and a hefty fine. Deja must make a choice, plead true and face the consequences, or fight back. Her decision here is monumental, and the weight of that decision is felt by everyone in the room. Is she making the right move, or is she digging herself deeper?
Find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2?
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There's not, Your Honor. The state is...
The prosecution is relentless, requesting 2 years in jail, a sentence that could end Deja's hopes of ever turning things around. They cite her repeated failures, the missed opportunities for rehabilitation, and the fact that she just couldn't stay on track after leaving the rehab facility. It's tough love in the courtroom, and the tension is palpable. Can Deja bounce back, or is the system finally closing in on her?
Compliance with the program, and so that's why we're asking for the 2 years in the state jail facility.
All right. What are you requesting?
Yes, Judge, we are asking the court to consider the recommendation of the probation officer. We did confer with probation and their
But here comes the twist. The defense wants to give Deja one last shot at redemption. They request the court reconsider her options and offer her another chance at rehab, despite her missteps. It's a plea for mercy, but is it too late? The judge is listening closely, weighing every word. It's clear this will be a tough decision, one that could either save or end Deja's future.
Better understanding of DDR and the difference, and she does feel that she benefited more with the dual. That includes the mental health
But
component.
didn't felony drug court have her on the dual track?
They moved her. That's a good question, Judge. I believe they moved her from the DDRF to straight safety, is what I understand, and that's where she
Didn't want to go to safety.
went astray. I believe.
So you didn't want to go to safety?
I just signed on it, cause just wasn't in the right state.
You want to raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Deja Garcia.
So, felony drug court, didn't they have you in their dual diagnosis program?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so where are you saying you went off track?
I'm right a few months after I got out of DDRS. I got off track again.
As Deja shares her side, the courtroom is hit with a raw admission. She's overwhelmed. It's an emotional moment as she opens up about why she slipped up and drank after getting out of the rehab facility. Is it enough to convince the judge that she deserves another shot? Or will her past failures outweigh her emotional plea?
I slipped up and I drank on 2 of the violations.
So why did you drink?
I think just because I was kind of overwhelmed when I got out of that facility. So I'm not trying to make it an excuse, but I was just overwhelmed.
All right, so to the court, and if I'm wrong, let me know. There seems that there's more than just this being overwhelmed, because I used to be an attorney in felony drug court. And when you're released from safety or some kind of inpatient treatment, they don't just let you fly free because they know you're going from a lockdown.
The prosecution is quick to point out the pattern of behavior. Deja's failure to follow through with her rehab aftercare program and her choice to break the rules once more. The courtroom is filled with tension as the prosecution lays out their case, emphasizing the importance of accountability. But the defense is not backing down, still hoping for leniency. This back and forth sets the stage for what's coming next.
Once or twice.
Mm-hmm.
I just had a lot of
Can I say something, Judge?
Sure.
Okay.
Deja's lawyer brings another angle to the table, her potential for success if given the right environment. The dual diagnosis program, they argue, is what Deja needs. But will the court buy into this argument? After all, the stakes are higher than ever. The clock is ticking and Deja's fate hangs in the balance.
What happened? What was your plan? What was the goal? How did it work after you got off? You got out just like you just went through with her. What she hasn't said was that she tried to enroll in school. She moved back home, I believe, correct, with your parents. And so that's where we stopped. I think it was a few months ago.
Well, here's the thing. When you move back in with your parents, the felony drug court approved you moving back in with your parents?
no, ma'am.
All right. See, that's part of the problem because felony drug court has rules where you can stay, what you can be doing. When she got out of inpatient treatment at SafeP has an aftercare program, which is what she's supposed to be in, and felony drug court would still keep track of her. So this thing right now, what she's doing, she's not being 100% honest with me. It sounds as though she didn't want to do SafeP, but they made her do SafeP. Then she's released from SafeP and she's in aftercare and she don't want to do that. So she starts doing her own thing. Felony drug court has a dual diagnosis program. Mm-hmm. And if she had mental health issues that were happening, they would address those. But if it's somebody who wants to do whatever they want to do, drug court is just not going to let you do whatever you want to do.
Correct. And that's why we are asking the court to consider what the probation office has recommended, which was to put her back in the DDR program, Judge, because I agree. I mean, I think she did better in that treatment program versus what we're talking about here on the safety and handing it over to her.
The judge is not impressed with Deja's decision-making. Despite the defense's heartfelt plea, the judge emphasizes the rules of felony drug court. She points out that when someone breaks those rules, it's not just about following the law, it's about getting the help they need. But Deja's actions suggest she's not ready to commit to that path.
The rules, but sometimes people don't want to follow the rules. I don't think she's a good candidate for probation.
I believe this was only her As far as I know, Judge, from what I can speak to is the report, this was the only violation that we have on her, and it was right after.
Here comes the real kicker. Felony drug court didn't kick Deja out immediately. Instead, they gave her multiple chances to make it right. But now those chances are up. The prosecution is asking for the maximum sentence, citing the seriousness of her violations and the failure of the system to help her get back on track. The heat is on, and the stakes have never been higher.
Rated sanctions. So they have technically, probably in felony drug court, she could have probably had 10 motions to revoke by now, but they don't do that. And I'm sure there's a reason why.
As the defense continues to argue, the courtroom is divided. On one hand, we have a woman who is clearly struggling, but on the other hand, we have a system that is dedicated to fairness and justice. This conflict is the heart of the case, and it's not easy to see which side will prevail.
It for probation.
I just feel, Judge, that the element of putting her straight into the state jail felony detention center, it just squashes the whole program of rehabilitation. I think she agrees. If it's going to mean more time, Judge, I think that the benefit would be there for her to do the mental health component. She clearly knows that she needs that help, as far as I know. And she's being fully, as far as I know,
Yeah.
you know.
But felony drug court was giving her that. She didn't want it. She wanted to do her own thing. And I don't think she's a good candidate.
Okay, I understand.
All right. The court is going to grant the motion, find you guilty, revoke. Now, the next question is, state you're asking for 2 years?
Yes, Judge.
All right. And state, why are you asking for 2 years?
Judge, she was in the felony drug court program. They did do graduated sanctions with her. That included the DGRF and safety. And she just still could not comply with the terms of probation. So that's why.
Deja's legal team is now playing their final cards, hoping the judge will take into account the time she's already served in jail and the progress she's made in her rehabilitation efforts. But the prosecution's focus on her repeated failures casts a long shadow. Will her time in custody be enough to spare her from a harsher sentence?
All right. The court will sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served, and not give her credit for any successful inpatient treatment. If she successfully completed DDRF, then she'll receive credit for that. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, sir.
All right, you have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you're on deferred adjudication. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns. This has been another eye-opening glimpse into the challenges of navigating the criminal justice system. Stay tuned for more.